Hi guys, today I am back with a more casual get ready with me. I was going to film a tutorial, but I'm just not, I don't feel like it today. Because I do like plan out my looks and stuff, so I kind of had an idea of what I was doing today, but I just decided to film it as a get ready with me instead. Anyways, today we are using the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Gilded Envy. This is like that gray-green color. I've been wanting to use this and I just have never really sat down and gotten to use it. Because I'm not going to lie, when I usually, do my makeup for work and stuff, I'm just kind of throwing together really quick looks. I don't usually put a whole lot of creativity in it, I guess. So it is nice to just like sit down and play with makeup. However, I do have to leave in like 45 minutes, so we're going to have to make this kind of quick. But go ahead and get started kind of. I do have my Dr. Jart BB de Support on already. I'm kind of unofficially panning this just because sometimes it's really good. Like today is a good day. It seems to match me really well. The finish is a natural finish, which is beautiful. But it's got good coverage. Everything about it I seem to like today. But yesterday, I did not like it. Yesterday, sorry, Missy's being a little bit of a spaz. She's been like a spaz all week. But yesterday I didn't like it. It was really splotchy and that kind of thing. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of panning it because like sometimes I love it and sometimes I don't. So, and then for my brows, I have my Anastasia Dip Brow on. My voice is kind of going in and out. And that's the other thing too, is I don't think I'm sick, but it's kind of going in and out. So, anyways, let's actually get started. I'm going to take my Naked 2 Basics palette. I haven't really decided what I'm going to use yet, but I think I'm going to use Frisk right here and do that kind of as a crease transition-y color. We'll just kind of see. I don't know. And just got this on a little fluffy crease brush from Sigma. Kind of start low, just in case. I don't know. It has been a crazy week. It has not exactly been the best week. I don't want to say like everything's going wrong, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like I go to work and there's problems there, and I come home and there's problems here, and I'm just like, like, can I just not go, like, can I just go somewhere where there's no issues for me to deal with and I can just like relax? But I guess that's what vacation was. But it's just like, work, we're really focusing on like getting people signed up for rewards cards. And I'm not a pushy person. I'm just not. So when they're telling me that I have to have basically everybody that comes through my checkout line signed up, like I'm expected to be at 100% for signups, it's just like really difficult. I know with my job, like I'm the lead cashier, so like I'm supposed to be, setting the example for everybody below me and stuff, but I'm just like, I'm not a pushy person. So if someone says they don't want a rewards card, like I'm not going to be like, well, guess what? You're getting one anyways. Like, I don't know. I'm really like battling with it kind of, I guess you could say, because I'm not like that. I'm going to take this little Smashbox brush and I think I'm going to do like a mix of Primal and Undone. I don't want Undone because it's too dark, but I don't want Primal because it might be too light and maybe too brown. Actually, we're just going to do Primal. I'm going to start with Primal, and if I want to, I'll add some Undone in there. But like I was saying, I'm just not a pushy person. I just don't feel comfortable pushing people into credit cards or anything. Like, remember when I was working at JCPenney's, I worked at Penny's before I worked at Ulta. I worked in the salon. I was supposed to be a stylist, but I had to start out as a receptionist, even though I graduated school and had my license and everything. I had to start out as a receptionist because I was supposed to be getting additional training, which that never really happened. But anyways, when I was there, as a salon, you didn't really worry about the JCPenney credit card. But then towards the end, they wanted us to start pushing it. And I'm like, I work in the salon. Like, I don't really think these people are going to want a JCPenney's credit card. Like, they're just coming to get their hair done. And some of them are like, they don't even shop at Penny's. They're just there because their stylist is there. So I'm like, I don't really feel comfortable pushing these people into buying a credit or getting a credit card. So, I don't know. I just have never been very, pushy with those kinds of things. I just don't like them. I don't know. A lot of times when people ask me in stores to sign up for the rewards card. I say yes because I know that they probably have a goal and, you know, they probably have to. But I won't sign up for the credit card ones, and those are the ones that I'm like, I feel like I always get asked about, and I'm just like, it's a credit card. I don't want 10 million credit cards. I already have, I think, like 3 or 4, and I'm like, that's enough. 2 of them are completely empty because I just don't use them. So it's like, I don't know. So now I'm going to take Gilded Envy, and we're going to start with it dry. If it needs a color boost, we'll use it wet. But that's just on a little shader brush, and I'm just going to pat it on there because I'm a little worried about the fallout with this one. It's such a pretty color. I don't know if I'm liking it with the crease and transition color because it's looking a little brown now that I have this on, but we'll keep going with it and we'll see. I think I'm going to have to put some undone in there. I think it's just going to need it. I don't feel like being ultra glam today, but I'm kind of thinking this eyeshadow kind of demands it. So it's probably going to be kind of a darker, smokier day than what I would have liked. But I could have, I guess, filmed a more natural get ready with me. I knew this is kind of what I had planned today, and I didn't really want to change my filming schedule because I'm already really thrown off. My son obviously goes to school during the week. My boyfriend works during the week. So I normally film during the week because I'm usually off at least a few days during the week. And I was only off Monday, and then I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I'm off today, which is Friday. But when everybody's home, it's obviously a lot harder to film. I pretty much just can't film when everybody's home. But I couldn't film Monday this week because not everybody was home, but like more people were home than usual, I guess. I think my boyfriend ended up coming home early from work because he was sick, and it was just like, I couldn't film. So it just didn't happen, which sucks because it kind of threw the whole week off then, because I did have another get ready with me or tutorial planned, and that's gonna have to be pushed back now, and it kind of just threw everything off. So yeah, it kind of sucks. Alright, so that is Gilded Envy. Like I said, we're going to go in with Undone, I think, because I feel like it needs undone. I don't know. It just needs something, and I'm not really liking the way it's coming out right now. I wonder if I use more of a gray. So before I get too dark and smoky, I'm going to take this new Tarte palette. What are these called? It's the May the Starlight Be Your Spotlight Double Duty Beauty Eye and Cheek palette. I haven't even used this yet. I've literally just swatched it. This was really an impulse purchase, and I'm kind of iffy on it. Like, it's a really nice little palette, but I don't know, for some reason I'm just kind of iffy on it. Like, I never buy like eyeshadow quads, or I shouldn't say never, I hardly ever buy them. I can put makeup on and talk at the same time. So I'm going to take that little Smashbox brush, and I'm going to take Twilight because it's more of an actual gray color, whereas the stuff in the Naked Basics is kind of just cooler toned browns. They're kind of gray browns. I guess they're grayish. But I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings about quads and stuff. I just don't use them very much. I don't know what it is. I'm just not really drawn to them. But this, I'm like, the packaging is so cute. The colors are really pretty. I want to get the other one too, but I'm just kind of having a hard time like justifying it because I'm like, I kind of need to see how much I'm going to use this one first before I like go out and buy the other one. But this one was more cooler toned. I think the other one was a little bit warmer. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm liking this better with the gray. It's helping at least a little bit. So I'm going to take, where did I do? Oh, E25 and just kind of blend. I do have some fallout, but I guess I'm not too terribly worried about it. Someone actually recommended, and I don't remember who said this or why or what exactly, how it came up. They were saying if you have glitter fallout under your cheek, or like on your tops of your cheeks or under your eyes, to take like tape and like stick it on the back of your hand so it's not too sticky. Maybe do that like a couple times so it's not too sticky, and then actually use that to like pick up the fallout. But I'm not about to try that today. I do have tape sitting right here, but I'm not gonna try that today. I don't feel like it's necessary. It's an extra step. I don't feel like doing it. I'm tired. So now that we have that twilight color on, it's more what I wanted. It's more gray. I am going to take Undone because Undone is a little darker. I'm going to work that into the outer V and the outer edge of the lower lash line. So I'll work that in there. So I'm going to take a pencil brush and then again the little Tarte palette, and I'm going to take that twilight color. I'm going to do that on the middle third of the lower lash line. So you just have kind of a gradient. This does have a black in it too, which I could use, but I think I might use my Anastasia Catalog palette and use the black out of there. Trying to decide if I want to put black. I mean, I've just got such like a build of colors out here at this point, but kind of trying to decide if I want to do black or not. So now I gotta decide what I want to do on the inner corner. I don't know, I want to do something really pretty, but I don't know what. So out of the Tarte palette, I'm going to take the Glimmer color, the light highlight one down here, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner. It's a little bit glittery, but I don't know how it's going to actually, like, how the glitter is going to show up because I have not used this yet. Oh, it's pretty. It's there. It's, like, pretty subtle, though. So I can deal with that. So I'm really proud of myself because you guys have seen my foundation collection like really build this last like month or two. Like I've bought in so much foundations and stuff. I almost said so much makeup, that's equally true, but I mean, you guys have seen me buy a lot of foundations, and I've managed to finish 2 of them in the last month. And I have quite a few more that I'm panning, but I also took back a lot of them that weren't working for me, so I'm kind of proud that my foundation collection is back down to a somewhat more reasonable number. I took back the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation. I took back the Compact, which I've said that before. But I took back the Whipped one because when I tried it on, I always get the shade Buff because I would think that even though it's, you know, a different foundation, as long as it's within the Color Stay line, I would think the foundation shades would be the same. But Buff was way too dark on me. Sorry, I'm trying to decide what I'm doing from here. I'm going to take the little angled brush and I'm going to find a highlight and we're going to do that. Actually, I'm going to take my Too Faced Cocoa Contour and I'm going to use the light cocoa color out of here as my brow highlight. But as I was saying, I've managed to get down to a more reasonable number because I've been panning things, taking things back. So the Revlon Whipped Foundation, I would think the shade would be the same, but it is not apparently because I put it on and it was just way too dark. I shouldn't say way too dark. It was a couple shades too dark. I think if I actually tanned during the summertime instead of just like I get slight little tans, but it's nothing like most people wouldn't even notice. The only way I notice is because some foundations I notice match me a little bit better and some match me a little bit less better. For example, my Maybelline Fit Me matches me perfectly during the wintertime. During the summertime, it matches okay, but it is a little too light. So, you know what I mean? Like, I can just notice a slight difference. It's really nothing noticeable to most people, though. So, it was a little too dark. I probably could have stuck it out, but I didn't like the consistency. It felt really thick on my skin, which I did use a brush. Maybe I should have tried a sponge, but I was just like, I'm just going to stick with my regular Revlon Color Stay. So I returned that one. Like I said, I did finish 2 of them. I'm returning, I got the NARS, the Velvet Matte Skin Tint. I'm returning that. It just didn't work for me again. I just think that foundation, I'm like, okay, I get that it's 1.7 ounces, but it was like $45 about. I'm gonna line my upper lash line. So this is I'm sorry, I keep stopping mid-sentence. But this is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Mechanical Eyeliner. I'm gonna try this out today. I don't feel like using my Lorac one, so I'm not gonna use it today. And I'm just gonna line my upper lash line. So scratch that. We're going to switch to the Mally one because this Matte doesn't seem to be gliding over the Infallible shadow very well. So I don't know. Hopefully this isn't a dud. I'm going to have to try it like in the waterline or something, but I had heard a good review for it somewhere because that's why I picked it up. But this is the Mally Evercolor Starlight Waterproof Pencil in Midnight Affair. It's a black, but it's kind of almost a green black, so this actually might work out a little bit better because I kind of want the greenish tones in the Gilded Envy color to pop out a little bit more. I feel like pairing them with the gray, it does pop out a little bit more, but this might help a little more too. So I'm just going to line my upper lash line. Oh, so much better. So sorry, I can't talk while I have my eyeliner on, but I just applied the Mally liner and then I set it with the Anastasia Black shadow that's in this Catwalk palette. And I'm moving on to concealer. So I'm taking Maybelline Instant Age Rewind and then these two brushes, this one to blend it out, this one to set it with, and I'll use my NYX Radiant Finishing Powder to set it. As I was saying with the NARS Matte Velvet Skin Tint, I don't know, I just felt like for the price it wasn't really that great. I felt like I had drugstore foundations that wore better throughout the day than that did. I just didn't feel like it was worth the money though, really. In the end, like I said, there's just other drugstore things I think work just as well, so I'm going to return that one. I'm going to get something else. I don't know what, though. I don't know. I've just been on a huge foundation kick lately, and I don't know. I just haven't been that impressed with most of them. But I'm going to be picking up the Japanesque Luminous Foundation because probably by the time I post this video, we will be in the 21 Days of Beauty. And what I love about the 21 Days of Beauty is obviously every day there's like a beauty steal and it's like 50% off. But this time, they did a ton of hot buys. And hot buys are basically beauty steals, but they're for the entire ad. So it's not just one day, it's, you know, normally the full 21 days. So one of them is the Japanesque Luminous Foundation. And one of my favorite YouTubers that I've been following since the beginning is Xsparkage. And she was using that foundation in a video a while ago, and I remember thinking it was just beautiful on her. And I try to kind of follow some of the things that she does because she's really fair-skinned as well, but I feel like I don't know, she said that she has like a yellow undertone, I think is what she said. But every time I look at her, I think of her as being pretty cool-toned, but anyways, I bought a lipstick that looked really gorgeous on her, and then when I got it, it looked like, I don't know, I want to say there's a lipstick out there called Honey Blonde or something like that that's like new, and I want to say it's like from Gerard Cosmetics. It looked like that on me, but on her it was like just a pretty nude. So I'm like, we must not be the same skin tone. She must be a little bit darker then or something because it just did not look as good on me. But all I did was apply my Rimmel Scandal Eyes Retro Glam Mascara. I am starting to really like this mascara. I wouldn't say I love it though. Like, I don't know if I love it enough that I'd actually repurchase it, but I'm starting to, it's, you know, starting to grow on me. But as I was saying, I'm going to try the Japanesque Luminous Skin Foundation. For oily skin, so I feel like it could be a toss-up on how well it works for me. But reading the reviews, it was just so mixed. There were some people that was like, oh, it just turned me into a grease ball, and then there are other people that are like, oh, it's kind of more of a satin finish. So I was like, well, if it's a satin, I can definitely get on board with that. Anytime that I ever played with it, I felt like it was more of a satiny kind of natural glowy foundation, natural luminous. It's not like, you know, the L'Oreal Lumi. I feel like that just never sets on me. Not the cushion one, the original one. The cushion one to me actually works a little bit better. The cushion doesn't set as much either. It sets a little bit more than the original Lumi, if that makes sense. But anyways, I'm going to move on to blush. I just have not figured out what I'm doing for blush yet. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my Milani, the like rose blush, and this is in Romantic Rose. This is kind of the more like dusty mauvey pink color. They do have one other one I think called Tea Party or something. I don't know. There's one I don't have, but I know I need to get that one because it's a pretty light pink. But that's the other foundation I'm gonna pick up. I kind of wanted to try the Hard Candy Glamouflage Glamouflage foundation. They have the concealer, but they have a foundation too, and I've heard that is actually really good for fair skin too. However, I just don't know. I don't know. The concealer didn't really impress me last time I had it. It's not bad, but it just really was not my favorite, I guess. So, shoe. For highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and use something different. Normally I do my Benefit What's Up. I've actually been somewhat enjoying that one. It kind of depends on the makeup look, but there are some I've been really enjoying it with, and some I'm just like, yeah, it's just not working. But today I'm going to do ColourPop. This is Spoon. When I got this, I was like, I'm not going to like this highlighter at all, but the more I swatch it, the more I'm like, okay, I might be on board with it. It just looks kind of beigey, I feel like, in the pan, and I don't know, for some reason I just really wasn't drawn to this when I first got it. I also got Tease Cake, which Tease Cake is more kind of a rosy gold highlight, and that one is really pretty. I feel like if I have a more rosy blush on, so I'm kind of, you know, saving that one for when I use more rosy blushes, but this is really pretty. Highlighter's on. Now I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and Maybelline Fit Me powder and just do a light dusting of that all over my face, and then we'll move on to lips. Right, so now on to lips. I'm going to take the L'Oreal Lilac. This is like the Chocolac color. I like these, but they do feel a little sticky, so I'm just gonna apply that right to my lips. I'm not gonna use a lip liner or anything because these do stay pretty well on their own. Like I said, they're a little sticky, so I feel like that's probably why they last really well on their own, is because they just kind of have a stickier texture. So okay, so the lips are done. My camera's making it look like a really bright pink, but it's more of just a dusty, slightly purplish pink on me, at least. But it is really, really pretty. I like it with this eye look. I'm sorry if this Get Ready With Me is all over the place, but I feel like I just have had a lot of distractions while filming today. Most of them being Missy. She's just, like I said, a little overly hyper today. It's a bit frustrating, but I am supposed to be walking out the door right now, and I still have to do my hair and get dressed. I almost said hair and makeup, but we just took care of that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will try to do more of these in the future and hopefully have them a little more not so scatterbrained and all over the place. But I will see you guys next time. Bye.